Hi, it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Welcome to my very first Fortnite toy video. I love action figures, I love toys, so I feel like you guys kind of knew that this would be coming. I picked up a McFarlane toys and a Jazwares action figure, and I'm going to do an unboxing review and comparison of the two toys for you to let you know which series of action figures you should invest in if you're into the Fortnite action figures. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or have not yet had a chance to subscribe, please take a moment right here, pause the video, click that red subscribe button down below. Totally free for you guys. Help support us. It would be awesome if you could do that, and we would greatly appreciate it. So please do that real quick, and we'll get into the video. Now, the McFarlane Toys version and the Jazwares versions look very different in boxes. We've got basically a square rectangular type box here, and then this one is sort of this trapezoid and has more white packaging than the purple. Jazwares says it has 40 points of articulation. That's crazy. I don't even know what all it's going to do, but 22 also sounds like a crazy high number, so I don't know, you guys. I am very excited to see if these are cool. Now, a slight disclaimer here, I do not play Fortnite. I do not plan to play Fortnite. I am a toy enthusiast and Toy Story collector, so I got these because the action figures just looked really cool. They looked like they would be cool toys, even if I didn't play Fortnite. I mean, this guy has a tomato for a head, and this girl, well, she's, besides being dressed all in purple, which is my favorite color of all time, her little logo is a purple dragon. Guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the Toy Hoarder logo, but you can check it out because you're on the Toy Hoarder channel right now. It's a purple dragon that I designed because I love purple, and I love dragons, and dragons are hoarders. So this was kind of close to my heart here. I had to have this purple dragon figure. That being said, I don't know anything about the characters, so there's no spoilers of Fortnite in this video. There's no relation to, oh, this is cool because this character does this in the game. Guys, sorry. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen here. So if you came for that, I apologize. This is probably not the video for you. Over 38 inches, roleplay, 7-inch action figures, 17 centimeters, McFarlane toys. Oh, okay, so this character is called Dark Bomber. She has, looks like 2 weapons and a, like, lunchbox accessory, plus her and a stand, so that's pretty nice. It looks like a quality toy that we're going to get, and I will show you the whole box here. Now, I am not going to read the box for you. If you would like to pause the video anywhere and read something, please feel free to do so. This side also will probably make a fun bookmark so that you can get your kids into reading too. But all right, here we go. Looks like there's a seal, circular seal tape on either of these ends, so you're gonna need to cut that. Always cut away from your actual body, guys. Do not injure yourself cutting this open. And then there's a tab in the back that you can pull open. Alright, guys, not too bad on opening so far. We should be able to pull out this plastic tray. Okay, what's interesting here is our stand is still attached to this cardboard. I don't know. Alright, this whole cardboard tray will come out as well. Maybe I should have pulled the whole cardboard and plastic trays out together. I did not realize I would need to do that. Alright, so I'm going to need to detach that from the back. Since I'm not keeping it in the box, obviously I've already opened it, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. I do have a whole bunch of the Overwatch action figures, and by a whole bunch, I mean every single one that I could find. I think I'm missing a variant of Lucio that I couldn't find anywhere. It's got more of like somber colors, sort of pinky purple type colors in him, so I think I'm missing that one. I might be missing a Genji variant, and I'm missing Reinhardt because he is like enormous and has this huge shield, and I can't find him anywhere. Anyway, not the point of this video. I will focus, guys. Alright, it looks like it's really not too bad. Most of these will pop out on their own, but there are 2 elastic bands around her waist, so you are going to want to cut that apart so that you can get at her. Come on. Alright, I'm going to get this out, and then I will show you everything up close. Here is the base. It does actually say Fortnite on the bottom. It's got 2 little pegs that I'm assuming the feet stand on, and sort of just hollow. There's not much to it. I mean, it's solid. It's not going to flex any, but there's really not a whole lot that's exciting about it. I think it seems a little bit big, to be honest, but that might just be a personal opinion here. Oh, I'm so excited about this. There's so much purple. All right, sorry guys, I'll show you. So here is Dark Bomber up close. You can see her little dragon piñata thing on the front. Looks like she's got some thing going on with her legs here, or extra armor. I don't really know what that is, y'all. If y'all know, if you guys know anything more about these toys that I don't say, let me know. Because, for example, she's got what looks like extra pieces of armor attached in front of her shin here and her knee, but only on one side. I don't really know why. If you guys know, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious, and I don't plan on playing Fortnite, so I won't know unless you guys tell me. Okay, so here is the figure. She does have holes in each of her heels, so she should attach. Whoa! More snugly than I was expecting. It's a pretty good attachment. It's going to be difficult. If you guys are giving this to a child, it's going to be very difficult for them to get this on the stand. But again, if you're giving it to a kid, they're probably not really playing with it on the stand, so might be all right. All right, there she is. Here is the first weapon. I don't know any of the names of any of these weapons. I don't really get too into weapons here, you guys, but she's got that gun. Then she's got this little adorable lunchbox with a keychain, y'all. I don't know, maybe it's a purse. I don't know if it's a purse or a lunchbox, but it is super cute. It's even got the zipper aligned in here. There's also a peg on it, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with that peg. Oh, you know what? She might carry it on her back. There's a hole in her back. Okay. That is a no. I don't know, you guys. I do not know. Once I pushed this all the way into her back and kind of like made the slot large enough to actually fit in here, now it goes in and out as it should, and it's better. I don't know, I think it was just like a weird quality control, and when I first looked at it, it almost looked like a little like hexagon type hole, and I seem to have gotten those edges out, and now it is the round peg thing, so it will go in appropriately on her back, so that's better. So if you're going to give this to a kid, do have an adult first. Make sure you bend each of the joints so that those are ready to go, and then stick the accessory in her back in and out once, and you should be good to then it's accessible for the kid to be able to handle. But here is the piñata dragon unicorn horse stick weapon thing. Again, I don't know any technical terms on these weapons. It's interesting because the bottom of it looks like she can kind of hold in between these spikes, maybe? Her hands are cupped, so she should be able to hang on to these particular accessories. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get it in her hand, but you know. Oh my goodness. The problem is I can't just slip it in, which is how I would normally do this. It looks like also no, she can't hang on the bottom. Her hands are not wide enough. Okay, guys. I just took her hand off trying to do this. Okay. It goes back on. Don't be concerned, but be concerned because I don't know how to get her to hold this. Okay. I don't know how to get her to hold that thing. That's kind of frustrating because in theory, if this is going to be a collectible item, which I believe it was meant to be both toy and collectible, I should be able to get her to hold or somehow attach all of these accessories to her or lean them against her something, but I can't get this weapon inside of her hand. It seems too thick and her thumb is not bendable. I just keep breaking her hands off, so I don't know, guys, but the other weapon is able to be held in her hand, so that is fun. Let's talk about articulation. So she does have this full ball joint in her head, so up, down, all around. That is super cool, you guys, and she's got a full ball joint in the shoulder here, and then just below her shoulder, right where this band is, just above it, she has a twistable joint. I have no idea why. I've seen this on action figures before, but I don't really understand it because, I mean, my arm doesn't do that. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem very human to me, but whatever. There's a double elbow joint, which sometimes these double joints are really hard to get going here. But if you look, now her elbow bends in 2 places, here and here. So that's pretty cool. It gives her the ability to get her hand super close to her face that is really nice. I do love the double elbows and knees when we have that on figures. I did expect to have it because I think this one was 22. 22 moving parts. We'll see if we can find them all. All right, guys. Then she's got a full ball joint in this wrist, so that is very nice. Very, very, very posable figure here. She does have a ball joint in her waist right here, as you guys are seeing me move her around, and I think she has a joint, sorta. Maybe that's just supposed to be clothing. Okay. Not really on an upper joint. Sometimes they have a joint right here through the torso, but it doesn't seem like she actually has one there. Alright guys, then she's got full ball joints in the thighs here. Does she have a twistable thigh? She does not have a twist in the middle of her thigh, but she does have a double knee here, which is nice. Of course, both knees are the double. And then she's got a full ball joint in the ankle. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh my goodness, I missed one. Okay, guys. She has toe joints. This is insane because she is wearing boots. So realistically, her boots would probably not flex, but that's really fun that she does have toe joints, and that adds an extra level of posability to her. So those are the 22. We are able to actually discover all 22 bendable parts here. That's really cool. This is, other than that, just a highly, highly detailed figure. I mean, we even have designs on this arm here, and I'm going to show you everything up close. She's got sunglasses on her head. She's got a pretty nice design on her face. She's got texture in her hair. She's got texture on her vest and clothing, including some little cuts and things up here. Again, I don't know what that hole there is for. Then she's got her belt and little weapon holsters and whatnot. So lots and lots of detail on this character, as well as different colors. It looks like there's sort of a metallic-y blue inside, like on the inside of her thighs here, and the lace up. I mean, it's a gorgeous figure. It's fairly lightweight. Some of the joints were a little difficult to move, but it was a relatively nice figure if you're going to give it to a child or if you're going to collect it. Either way, it's a pretty nice figure. I am very impressed with it. I would definitely purchase more if there are characters that I enjoy. Let's get out our other Fortnite Tomatohead. Now this is the Legendary Series Fortnite thing. So Epic Games made this game, I guess, and they may have partnered with these toy companies to make these. I'm not sure. This one is for ages 8 and up, and the other is 12 and up. Okay, so that's interesting that we do have different age ranges on these. So do be careful of that depending on what age kid you're giving it to. But 12 and up, 8 and up. Okay. Alright guys, I'm not sure if I showed you this box up close, but I will be sure to do that just in case I did not. So here you go. Here is the box up close. I have refolded it back together so that you can see it. Alright. There you go. That is what you are looking at as far as box design. He is sealed twice on this side, so I have a pair of scissors here somewhere. So I will get that open for you guys. Alright, and then similar to the other one, there are actual tabs in here that you pull out, and then I should be able to pull everything out from the side, which is good, because you don't want to open it from the top, because it's smaller than all the other sides. Oh, it looks like we've got one more piece of tape that I missed. Sorry, guys. So 3 seals on the Legendary series. Alright, guys. Now we can pull out this plastic tray inside, and I'm hoping nothing will fall out when I do this. I don't know why I'm opening this upside down for you guys, but there we go! Okay. Let me get everything out, and then I will show it to you up close. This one seems to have a lot more accessories, so that's really fun. He has 3 weapons, one that's already in his hand, and then he's got a backpack, a tomato, a little jar, I don't know what that is, and then he's got an extra head with headband, so maybe you can't remove that, I don't really know. There's also no elastic or anything holding this guy in, so everything just punched out, super easy. Really not bad on the unboxing of that. Depending on the age of your child, you might be able to let your child actually unbox it his or herself, so that's kind of fun. Oh, I love the colors in this. I love the character design. I like when they get creative with the characters. It's a lot more fun. Oh my goodness, okay. 40 points of articulation. So I wonder if sometimes that means that a ball joint counts as 2, since it's the up and down and then the spinning. I'm not really sure what that points of articulation is supposed to be, but we will see what all he has. All right, so let me show you up close. Here is Tomatohead. Sorry, it's not focusing well. There we go. I think I had part of my face in it, and my camera did not like that at all. Okay, so there he is. Here is his pizza cutter weapon. I kind of love this. It does actually spin, which is just beautiful. What a beautiful detail to add. Other than that, it's fairly simple and lightweight, actually. There's a little bit of a hole in the bottom of this, so I guess you could kind of hang it up or do something. I don't really know, but we do know he does hold it because it was already in his hand. So here's a little jar accessory. Looks like they've actually detailed the latches. I mean, super, super highly detailed in color and in texture. So I like that a lot. I mean, there's different color paints even on the jar. Like, it's darker blue at the bottom and then lighter blue. There's a purple ribbon on it. I mean, this is super highly detailed. We got this little tomato. I don't know if he uses this as a weapon or food or what, and I don't know if that's like cannibalism if he eats vegetables. Look, y'all, I don't know what the rules and ethics are on the tomato people species or what the story is behind Fortnite, but anyway, I love this pizza bag. It does remind me of a Pizza Planet type thing. Y'all know I'm a super Toy Story freak. All right, there's a peg in the back of this. And it also looks like it comes out. Okay, so that piece that looks like it's coming out, it does not actually come out of the backpack. Unfortunately, it doesn't open, which would be a really cool thing if I could open this backpack and maybe put the tomato and the jar in there. But unfortunately, it does not open, so that's kind of sad. But there are a lot of details of different wrinkles and things inside of here, so it is still a fairly detailed little thing here. And this one should fit in his back. Oh, cool. It does fit in the slot on his back, unlike the lunchbox from the other girl, which it looks like she's got some loose joints here. I don't know if I set her like that or if she fell like that, but you gotta kind of finagle her once you put her on the stand. Interestingly enough, this Legendary series does not come with a stand, but perhaps if you collect them, most of the time you just keep them in the boxes, so they didn't worry about a stand. I'm not really sure. Does he stand on his own? I didn't check that with the girl either. It's sometimes difficult with these super articulated ones to get them to stand, but it looks like he does actually stand on his own. And oops. I knocked the table and he fell right down. Okay. She stands on her own as well. So both of them do stand on their own, which is kind of fun. I do not want to keep knocking this over, so I'm going to put her back on her stand for now. I probably most of the time will not play with her stand. I'll just put her in like a bin of action figures or something. Alright, what did I not show you guys? Alright, here's another weapon. I know this is going to end up being a long video, so I'm going to try to get on with it and not babble at you guys too much. Alright, there we go. And then we've got another head. Now, okay, guys, this is like my favorite part of it. I love that he's got this face paint on. I love, love, love his little crown headband thing. It is made of forks, knives, and spoons, and I just love it! Look how cute. You can see the little forks, knives, spoons. That one actually looks like a spork, which is, like, so exciting I can't even tell you. In case you guys didn't know this about me, I actually own a bunch of metal sporks. It is my favorite utensil. And of course, my favorite one is the purple one. I've got them in all different colors, silver, blue, green, purple. But I eat almost every meal with a spork because, I mean, it's the best utensil they ever made. So I'm super attached to sporks. But yeah, this character is so, so cute. I love all the clever designs of this extra stuff that you can put on him. I showed you guys all the accessories. Oh, so these are kind of strange accessories. They've got slits in them. So I guess, what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, okay, maybe he's supposed to cut them Is that the idea? Are we supposed to put it on his blade? It doesn't stay on his blade, but maybe he can sort of cut through them as a toy. That's the only thing I can come up with that is enough of a metal wedge to do this. But I guess the idea is his blade is so sharp that it'll cut through this jar. And, I mean, of course, a tomato. You don't have to have a very sharp blade to cut through a tomato. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but it's really not too bad. All right, guys, let's talk about articulation and see if he's much different from the other one. I'm going to take his backpack off for this particular demonstration. All right, so he does have a ball joint in the head, so up and down, and then, of course, all around and in different angles. So that is super fun. It's a nice, smooth joint. I don't have any difficulties with it. As far as weight, they're about the same weight. They seem very similar so far. All right. What else do we have? We've got a ball joint. Sorry, I'm gonna get my face out of this so you can see. All right, we've got a full ball joint in the shoulder right here. So we've got this forwards and backwards as well as, oh my goodness. So I guess it's another joint. So we've got a forwards and backwards on the arm, if you see that joint in there, and then a ball joint inside of that. So I guess that's kind of two. Then he's got a twistable joint just below that. I don't understand that. A double elbow here. These joints seem a lot smoother than the other one. The only one I really got stuck on was one of these elbows, but once you get them moved into the appropriate position once or twice, it starts to smooth out, and then they're all right. Okay. Hands. Oh my goodness. Y'all, he's got a joint in his hand. This is so detailed and cool. All right, so it's very difficult to try to show you here, but he does have a joint where his fingers are. If you can see that moving here. So now he can actually open his hand and then close it back around the weapon. That is so cool. And then he does have the full ball joint at the wrist. So all the way around and then the in and out. Oh, it's very difficult to do that in and out because it's such a small joint right here. Okay, there we go. Now it's out. I kind of got the other joint there too, but that's super cool. All right. Then in his waist, he does have a, oops. Okay. He does have a ball joint in his waist, so the up, down, all the way around, and then just below where that connection is, he has a twistable joint. So, sorry, I was a little off camera there. Then he's got a full ball joint in his thighs, and then a twistable joint just below it. If you guys can see, it's right here that is twisting. Then he's got a double knee joint. So, there we go on that knee. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Then he has a joint in the middle of his shin as well. So there's another one. Then he's got a full ball joint in this foot here. Ankle, sorry. And then in the toe, just like the other one, he has an up-down joint. Okay. This is crazy. All right, let's see if we can count all these articulation points now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, guys, I only got 31. I'm supposed to have, what, 40, I think, on this? But I'm wondering, and this is what I was kind of saying earlier, so it says points of articulation, not joints. So I'm wondering if the ball joints were counted as 2. If that's the case, there would be an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might be our other 9. So I think when they said points of articulations, they didn't necessarily mean joint types. So there are 31 joints. There are 40 points of articulation if you're considering the ball joints as 2. That's the only way I can come up with me missing 9 different joints, guys. So that is insanely detailed. This is the most intensive movement ability action figure that I've seen, and for only being a 7-inch action figure, which is about the standard action figure size, 5'7" is about that size, this is pretty intense that they've gotten all this in here. This is really, really cool, you guys. I am impressed and having a good time. That being said, having just the 20 points is still an insane amount of articulation, so depending on what you want. I mean, this one, obviously, it'll move more, but some of the joints are kind of ridiculous. So the spinning joints that are in the middle of each thigh and each calf and then each upper arm, I don't know what the point really of those are, but I guess you can really get him into just any position you would want at all, ever. If you're going to do any live action things, like a YouTuber or whatever, that might be a fun thing. Oh, and just playing. I mean, I can put this in any position. What's interesting, too, is his armor on the knees is actually detached, so I can still move it around and do stuff. I mean, this guy is definitely not human. This is insane. I guess that middle of the calf here is technically right at the boot line, so it's not as weird on that one. I don't know how I feel about those extra articulation points. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, they're relatively similar, but you definitely get a few more joints on this and a few more flexibility points, I guess, on this one, and you get more accessories. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to change this head, which I really want to do because I like this head best. I really don't want to break it. Okay, alright, so it's a hard pull. This is not something that a kid is doing, although I believe this one was for higher ages. No, actually, this one was for younger ages. Alright, at 8 years old, maybe they'd be able to pop it off, but it was rather tight, and I guess I'm kind of nervously doing this because I really don't want to break it, but it might be difficult for some of the younger kids to do. And then be careful when you're popping this back on, because these are a little sharp here, so that's not super fun. Okay, it's a little difficult to get this top piece back on because we've got sharp edges sticking out in all directions, so you're trying to push from the top, and it's just squishing these, and you can see I push from the top. Don't do that, guys. It's sharp, and it's very difficult to still get it to go in, but it's hard to get enough force trying to pull from the sides to push it down. So it's a little difficult to change the heads. That might be a thing that adults are helping out with, or that only collectors are doing. But then again, if you're going to give this to a younger kid who's not able to change the head anyway, you might want to leave this head off because of all these different sharp points, and they might also pop these off or choke on them, or just be careful with this particular head. I like that it is not the one that is on here automatically because of that particular function. Now I can give it to a kid or a collector, and I still don't feel bad about it. That being said, it's kind of an expensive toy for a kid. These were definitely meant to be collectors with all these crazy articulation points, but they're super fun for kids because all these crazy articulation points, so I don't know. And what's funny is, as a collector, most of the time, you keep the stuff inside the boxes. Now, I am a freak collector who does not do that. I play with them. But for most collectors, they keep their stuff inside the boxes. So having 22 or 20 or 40 points of articulation really doesn't do anything for you as a collector because you never move the toy. You would never know that it had that. So, I don't know. But now you know, because you can watch this on the YouTube channel. So even if you guys are a collector and you have it, now you know everything that he does, and you can point out all the points of articulation. So that's super fun. Oh, I love it. All right, I got his fun head on. I got this. We're going to put his weapon in his hand here. It's really easy to get the weapons in his hands. I really love that extra articulation inside of his hands, because now I can get any weapon inside of his hands, and that is awesome. I love the bright teal colors. He also, you know, he's a pizza delivery dude, which is kind of great and a little bit terrible considering, like, I mean, his family members are probably on the pizza. That's horrible, right? But it's just so fun. What a fun character to have. And then you can kind of play with the separate head as another character. I don't know if you guys remember from way back when you were kids, the show called VeggieTales, which I don't know if the show is still on, but I know they made several different movies and TV shows. Fantastic show. Lots of songs and fun things. But anyway, guys, there's a VeggieTales show, and it had Bob the Tomato, and this is what this reminds me of, except maybe it's, you know, his uncle or father or something, because he's got this mustache here. So you can play with that as another toy, and then we've got all these little accessories. So this is really cool and just obnoxious, and I kind of love it. I don't know, guys. I'm not really sure. Obviously, the one with more features and more accessories is going to be the better one, but that does have a higher price. So is it worth it for you guys to get, what did I say, 11 extra joints? I guess I didn't really count articulation points on her. Let's see. Let's count articulation points on her. So she did have the 20 joints, and if we added articulation points for each of the ball joints. All right, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. So 29 points of articulation versus 40 points of articulation. Is it worth it for the price difference? And that's going to depend what the prices are wherever you are too. So now you can make that monumental decision. Good luck. The only thing I really would have changed about this one is I would love for her to actually be able to hold her weapon, which it kind of looks like she should be able to, but I can't get it in her hands. I mean, in theory, she should be able to hold it just like pizza guy, Tomatohead, I think his name is. But her fingers needed to be bendable, so I could just like get it in there, or maybe a joint. I don't know, but I'm really unhappy that I can't get that weapon in there because the guns don't do anything for me. This is a fun weapon because it's obnoxious, and no one would have this weapon. No one would think, oh, I need to go get a unicorn spear thing to go attack people. I mean, it's more of a fun thing than a violent thing, I guess, so I like it. Also, her ankle joints are a little bit loose on mine, so she keeps falling over, which is a little bit irritating on this stand. You have to position her just right. I gotta play around more with this spear thing. If you guys know any tricks to get this spear thing inside of her hands, let me know, because right now I just keep breaking her hands off, and I'm frustrated. Also, here is the bookmark that you can make out of the side of the one box if you are interested. Do be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more parts of the videos. I will have lots more Fortnite toys because I have kind of been falling in love with a lot of these different characters, and I love all their articulation. They're beautiful as action figures. They go great with any of my superhero type toys. So I will be having Fortnite toys, I will be having My Hero Academia toys, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. If you do want to get notified when I do post new videos, click that notification bell as well. Then leave a like, leave a comment, go check out my channel for plenty of other videos, and until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.